Hello. I just realized that there is a fix that I wanted to do, but I never did. One second, huh? Chuck create miniature. Okay. Let's go live and then we will see if I want to do it now. I think I want to do it now because otherwise I forget. Hello. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. So, yeah, there is a bug in our current character creation that some of the values are actually incorrect. And I think... wait a second before that. Wait a second. Wait a freaking second. Yeah. Okay. We are good. I think so. And if we are not, it's the same. So there are some scripts that are running in the character creation, which are assigning points to the different options, that I think they are wrong. And someone mentioned that they are wrong, and actually I also did the fix. I implemented the fix, but I then never reloaded the data. And I think I want to do it now just to be sure that we fix it. Let me just change the music. Okay, changed it. How are you today, guys, by the way? I hope you are well. So, how do I do it without spoiling the whole set of options to you? So the first thing I want to check are the empty scripts, because there are a bunch of empty scripts. So, do I do it in production or do I do it in... I can do it also on my production copy, I think. It's not too much of a problem. If I go... This is character creation... No, it is progression scripts. There is progression events, and in progression events I would like to check, for example, character create 1000, right? Where name name equal to character create 1000. Okay, this guy actually exists as empty. Okay, it's fine. So it means that empty scripts are working anyway. Okay. So, well, in theory it's not that hard. I can just copy them all into I can just copy them all. I think I even have the script already, because when we did the initial loading, let me see, character creation, exactly. We have this file that we used for character creation originally, right? We did a truncate, character creation live, character creation relation, character creation, and delete function event with character create. So we basically recreated them all. Now, I don't think I want to... I have to think about it, but I don't think I want to regenerate all the 4 tables. I think I will keep the basic tables as they are, and I will just change. So I will do this. I will do delete from progression events like name, character, blah blah blah. I will do this, and then I will just execute the character creation script. So, you know, I think we can. Yeah. I think we can do this, and then we can do, because luckily all the character creation events have the same name, right? So it's easy to fix. So basically we need to do this. We need to do the delete. Actually, we do it with this single line. So I have to copy pretty much all of this and put it here. And there are a number that are empty, but we don't really care. We just need to be sure that, yeah, the minus values are actually represented. Because we had a problem with the minus values, they were not working as expected. There are not too many, but there are some. So the zodiacs. Do we have the zodiacs as well in this file or no? Yeah, it's the first set. The zodiacs are the first set, so is this set. Okay. Yeah, I think if we execute this file in production, we should be good. Now, should I run it on my machine before, just to be sure that we are not doing stupid things in production? I think we should, huh? I think we should. So if I go here, and then we MySQL into sorry, I'm in the wrong database. I think we use this database, right? And then I just do a source of this guy, right? Yeah, I think it works fine. I mean, we don't really see the result. To see the result, we have to go prod. I mean, we have to create a new character and see. But yeah, I think it's safe enough. I should not be making too many damages, so it should be okay. Let's go. Let's go here. And okay, so here we are in production. We are in production, so what we will do, we will upload, maybe through FileZilla or something, yeah. We will upload to production that file. And we will... I think we can upload it under home plane shift Unreal install. I think usually no db import db import. So let me go there. So it's under home plane shift db import. Okay, so we copy that file there. Okay, we copy over, and now if I MySQL in the same place, okay, GG. If I MySQL here and we source this file, right? I will have to restart the server as well, but I think it's okay. Okay, in theory we did it, right? In theory we did it. So now what I will do, let me just check if we can restart the server or not. I hope so. Report XML 23 of September, yes. Okay, there is people on. There is people in game, so I need to give them at least a warning. I will give them at least a warning, okay? That the server is going down. It's not very nice to just, you know, tear the server down and not telling anyone. Maybe they are doing some stuff. I don't know. I will. Give them what, 2 minutes. Yeah, quick reboot, what I said in the chat, quick reboot to fix some character creation options. Yeah. Okay, so as soon as this reboots, we will have the new options. We can do a small test and see if the character creation is fine. Meanwhile, I was thinking, I don't think I have much left for release. I think we're pretty much ready, boys. Fix fix character creation negative values. This in theory with this fix is done. Yeah, these are fairly big topics. These are fairly big topics. I don't think I can do them now, but yeah. There was something that I wanted to do. I had an idea a few days ago about improving the Draken plane slightly with more stuff that you can actually right click and look at, and with some particle effect that shows the door that has been removed in a more evident way so that it's easier for people to navigate, right? Or to understand where to go. The only problem is finding a particle which is actually visible from distance and is not, I mean, yeah, making a particle effect that is, you know, good enough. Okay, it seems that the server restarted. Yeah, it's restarting now. So it should be good. We can try just a quick character creation to see if it all works. One issue I have is what can we add to the Draken plane that you can actually right click and see. That is not very easy. That is not very easy for me to think about. There's also another thing that I would like to fix in the Draken plane, which are those textures that are super bad. By the way, yesterday I managed to fix the legs of the Nolthrir, male and female. So they are now completely fixed. Well, kind of, yeah, they are fixed, I think. And happy because it was something that was looking pretty bad, so it's good that we fixed it. Dragon plane boundaries. Why? Wait, Dragon plane boundaries. Yes, because it's pretty much the path. Okay, okay. So I actually don't have to change this. I have to change, in theory, the... What is this platform? I don't remember. Ah, yes, the platform is... Yeah, this is exactly what I need to change. Is the platform the same for all or is different? I think it's probably the same for all. Oh yeah, actually there is nothing here. Okay, so yep. So the platform is the platform. Okay, so if you want to update, because you know this thing is one of the first things that you see in the Draken plane, and actually has a very bad texture and very bad quality. What the hell happened there? So I would like to keep it weird, but with a bit of a better quality, because at the moment I think he has a fairly bad quality. Environment sample texture. Okay, let's do one thing at a time. Let's just test one character creation to see if we get the zodiacs as a negative value, and then we will see. Oh, the server is not. Okay. What the hell? The server is not going up. There is a problem. There is a problem. What is the problem? There is an issue with the server startup. Probably is the file that I just updated. I assume. I mean, it's very, very likely. It's extremely likely. Yeah, it is. Parser math expression. Ouch. It does not accept plus. Shit. Does not accept plus. Okay. Well, I hope it accepts minus. So basically all the plus... how do I change all the plus in this file? I can search this and just nullify it. Yeah, I think we can, right? So we will change this with this. Replace all. Hopefully. So let me load that again. Let me load that again. Let me load this again. And let me run that script again. So we do the same thing. We source this thing. Source, wait, change directory for whatever reason. So the source is home plane shift, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now, okay, let me try to start it again. Server is restarting, should be fine. Should be fine, hopefully. At which time is the event today? Because I think I want to do the release, but at the same time I don't want to disrupt the event, so... Fearsome Commander. In 3 hours. Okay, so in 3 hours means at 9. Yeah, I think I probably will. I probably will. Wait. Okay, so I don't want to disrupt the event. There is an event in game. By the way, if you want to participate, it's starting in 3 hours. You can see all the events that we run in game by going to our main page, planeshift.it, and then clicking on events. And yeah, I also post my live streams, but you shouldn't look at the live stream. You should look at this ones. And yeah. Okay, let me see if this reconnects. If it's up already. No, it's not up already. He's working on it. Server is starting up, boys. Yeah, it's still loading items. Okay, meanwhile, let's start the editor. I want to see that rock, and I want to see if we can improve that rock. I think we have much better materials to use, even if it's nice that rock is a bit weird, but I think that we can make it better. I don't know if the rock is... It should be under levels Strike and Plane, actually. Draken Shard icon. Draken Pat eye. No, it seems that I assigned probably a random texture from. Okay, the game is up meanwhile. So we'll create a new character.
And here the story begins. Someone special was born, far away from where his mission would be accomplished.
So we want to do...
Clyros from Muskelia.
We want to keep this on.
Oceans and small, rocky islands.
Oops.
Those scaled it bear eggs to continue their long-lived life.
At the moment we are 55 everywhere, okay? So this is our current...
claws. Incredibly enough, those planets...
So if I click on this...
Elders of each spoke of their zodiacs in a
You see that I get a 65 and whatever, right? Oh. 65, 55. No, it's correct. It's correct. I get a minus. I get a plus here and I get a minus here. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. It seems to be working fine. It seems to be working fine, boys. Which I'm pretty happy. Okay. Okay, so you can test it, but let me just send a message to the person that actually reported this bug to say that I think they opened a thread. Where is that? Was under bugs. Yes. Okay, I just messaged the people that actually reported the bug so that we have I think this part of the character creation is pretty cool anyway. I like it. Maybe because I made it, but okay, so let me check for this platform rock that I always disliked. But I didn't have a chance to fix in the past. Maybe we can fix it now. Let's see. Okay, so this is the rock. By the way, it has a completely different texture from here to the game. Why is that? Why is that? Dragon plane. Dragon plane. The only problem, I think, if I change the geometry, I will have to relight everything, but I can relight to now. Okay, so this is the actual, yeah, there is the actual rock, and I think it actually looks very bad. I really like the purple idea, but at the end I don't like the way the textures are laid out, and when I did it I really didn't have the time. Actually, this was made by Marcellum, right? Some time ago. He helped me on that, and now the question is, which texture did we use actually for this? We use this rock 2 color material. Rock 2 color material. Okay. Is this actually stored in any of our... It seems it's not. It seems it's not stored. Rock 2 col 2. Probably is one of the things that I was putting under temp and I was just, you know... Because I don't see it here. While in theory it should be here. It's probably under PS temp. But we don't care, we can export it back from... Unreal. Rock 2, col 2, no. Rock 2, col 2... No, I have no idea where it's coming from. But let's say that we don't care. I think I like the pattern. I really like the pattern, but I don't like how it is super low resolution, right? And I mean, it's low resolution because it's mapped this way, right? So the texture is 124, which is not bad, but it's not a tileable texture, right? It's not a tileable texture. And so this means that all these nice things are basically lost. And also, but I think it really does not look like this. Sorry, why in game is looking completely different? DT Rock 2. Ah, because at the end we used another one. Ah, we used even another one. Okay, guys, I need to go to the bathroom 1 second, so just bear with me. I will be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, the problem is that this okay, so at the end we use this texture. At the end we use this texture. So if we could make this texture kind of, I mean, I like it. I think I like it, but it's too low resolution compared to what we need. Do you think there is any science fiction texture that we can reuse with a bit of a weird? No. Bit of a weird pattern. In theory we could take a kind of a marble pattern and then evolve it, but yeah. I mean, or I can just paint it, but painting it is kind of a pain. I can paint it to, you know, make it look similar to what we have here. But as usual, I'm probably not the best guy to do that. The idea would be to keep the 1024 by 1024, but have this become a tileable texture, right? Have this become a tileable texture. I mean, it's not that complex. I think this kind of Fresnel thingy was super cool. But at the end, I think that probably the color was not okay. Yeah, it was probably was too bright, too pink. Well, I really want to have this color, right? So this is the color I want to have. And I don't even know if we added... yes, we have a mask for the emission. Because that thing is actually... I think is actually emitting. I think this material. Yeah, it has an emissive color. It also has a roughness map. I don't know why. Okay, so we took this one. We took this one and we built on top an emissive color. Yeah, in fact there is a bit of dark but so we have the emissive map separate from the but the other problem is that this rock doesn't look at all like the rock that I have in Blender, right? I mean, it's completely different. I think it is probably because we have two things. We have this one and we have the standard platform. Yes. And also we have, so these are all different rocks. No, there is the same rock, just oriented a different way. I see. And then we have the platform, which is, I mean, the platform, I don't dislike it. I mean, again, it's very low resolution compared to what we need, but the only point is why? Because they are here. Platform M and DT rock 2, and then there is also floating rock. So we have three. We actually have three different. Is this floating rock ever used or? Yes, it's using DT rock. It's just having it move. Yeah, now I remember. So it's taking me a bit of time to just remember the way we did it. at that time. Yeah, here he has a different texture, but then it's changed in the game. So this is again DT Rock 2. So yeah, in practice we have only two rocks, this one and this one. Okay. So the thing we need to do, we need to export it for sure, because I cannot use it this way. So we need to export it here. This one and this one. Now this platform M we already have, but you know what? I'm going to, just to be sure, I'm going to re-import it again. But I think he's probably correct. I mean, I think it's exactly that. I think it's exactly that. I don't think we did any changes to it. Exactly, they are identical. They are absolutely identical. Okay, so this one, there is no big deal. The second one, okay, and the second one is this. We don't care about this DT rock, which actually I think we use upside down, but it is the same. I mean, we don't really care. I think overall the geometry of this is way more than we need, but sorry, I have to import, not export. And also the geometry is kind of broken for what I see. Yeah, we absolutely need a tileable material. Okay, we need a tileable material, and we need a tileable material. So I need to understand where to start from. I think I need to start. I mean, if we have like a, I think marble is a good point, but I don't know if there is any organic. I think it's really similar to this, but I think with less. The point that we don't. I think it would be hard to find exactly what we need. It would be kind of hard to find. Because I need something like this, but with not that much noise. Wait, I need, well, this one is not bad, for example. But I like the idea that those are kind of lines going through, you know, and so that you get that effect of I think the only way is for me to draw it. I think the only way for me is to draw that. I don't know how to name it, because I mean, what is the search? Hello, Shadran. Hi. This one is not bad at all. This one is not bad at all. It's all going, yeah, it's all going okay for me on my side. Yes, we are close to another release, which is always exciting. So I'm pretty happy that we may reach, we may release maybe tomorrow another release. There is the observatory, which is a big new area that I added, which is in, and there are other important fixes. Also the camera lag fix I think is nice, and other fixes. So what about this one? If we make the white purple, I think it may not be bad at all. Depend how it looks then on the... I don't know if we can make the white purple without making everything else purple, but I think it looks pretty cool actually. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's try. I think this was exactly what I had in mind. We need GIMP to help us on this. And we need because the white part needs to become the emission channel, right? And so I could enhance the contrast so much that basically the black becomes completely black. I mean, I could do something like this and then make the... I don't know if it's too much though, because I don't think we want the... But it's not bad anyway, yeah. But I think we really want to enhance those edges. Probably, you know what I can do? I can do this. I can duplicate this layer, right? On the second layer, we do exactly what I was trying to do. So we will enhance we will just show the edges, which to me is something like this, right? And now this one, becomes, I don't know if art light is what I need, or... I think I need probably to... Wow. This is no alpha. Okay, there was no alpha, boys. So in theory on this one, now we only have the highlights, right? On this one we only have the highlights. And I'm trying to see if we can use these highlights somehow. Ah, it became darker though. But if I use if I do multiply, it becomes black. What the hell? Yeah, because it is no white. I need all of this to be... Okay, wait a second. There is a chance. So if I do this, and then I take a super bright white color, or even a purple color, right, that we want to have, but it needs to be... I think it needs to be very bright though, because... And then I just paint like with a giant brush all of it, right? So that this becomes our But I don't think it will work actually. I'm not that convinced it will work. Because it's a bit too thin. The problem is that it's a bit too thin. That's the issue I see. I think the pattern is very nice. I don't debate that. I think. I mean, I could do select grow, right? And I could select. I mean, I can grow the selection by 1, and everything will become exactly. You see, everything will become like that. And then in theory I could paint it all again, and now there is way more purple in our life. I could even grow it by 2, and some of those lines will start to connect. It's interesting that it's kind of painting it already. I don't understand how it's possible, but maybe it is too much though. I think this may be a bit too much. Because now one of the issue of this, there is not really anti-alias in any way, right? So unless we lower a bit the yeah, it's a bit too much actually. But this one is not bad. The problem is that I think we have a bit too much, right? It's a bit too much. I like the lines, but should I just paint it? No, this is not a good idea. But I think this one is not bad. I mean, this one I can delete. I think it is bad. But this, let me duplicate it and we try to destroy it a bit more. So the problem I have with this are the dotted lines. I think the dotted lines are very annoying. I mean the dots are very annoying. Like they really don't, these dots really don't make anything good for the picture, right? So, or I go in, delete the dots, but then the problem is that I will have any way to connect the lines myself. So, or I do something like that, and at the end we end up like redoing the whole thing, right? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we should do this and what will be the end result, but also I think that the anti-alias brush looks a bit weird, like looks like it's not. But yeah, the idea would be to do something like this. And to delete, I don't even know if I want to delete the small dots, but yeah, I want to delete at least some of the dots. But these islands I like. I like the pattern. Pattern is very nice. I think it's just the dots that are a bit weird. Right? Some of it would be and if we make it Oh fuck, this is exactly a square. I think a square is a bad idea. If we make it somehow, you know what is the problem? I think that all my dots will be visible. All my dots will be visible. I think we need a. Oh, why this brush doesn't show? What? Ah, because it's super huge. It's like insane huge. Yeah, I think I prefer to have it not round, right? Instead of having it round, because I think it's conveying more of a rock looking like effect. Now I think that this is a bit too strong, but could be fine. I have no idea, boys. It's the first time I try to create a space alien rock. A space looking rock. So I don't know exactly what I'm doing. And the moment I'm connecting the dot, I'm playing the game connect the dots, pretty much. Could have probably done it, but I think it was a good base. You know, this marble gave us a very good and randomized pattern. I'm just trying to connect a bit things so that it looks more. And we will probably remove a lot of. I mean, we will delete probably a lot of these dots. I don't think we want to have them. I'm not sure, but I'm not convinced. I mean, because we can go lower, right? We can go lower opacity like this. And I think it becomes more reasonable. But we can do that later. The moment I mostly want to have a pattern of connected lines. A pattern of connected lines. Connected weird lines. You know what is beautiful, I think? I don't know if you think the same. Hello, Kula. You know what is beautiful, I think? That if you create this thing manually, you know, whatever then is in game is kind of unique, right? Maybe it may not be great, because, but you know, you are looking at something that was actually manually created. You know, it's not an AI. It's not. I mean, is a human being created that. So I think he has value. I think he has value somehow. What do you think? Yeah, I want this line to be connected. I want these lines to look like it is in the original idea. That are like power lines going through the rock. Energy lines, power lines, I don't know what they are. It seems that it's a bit too much, I don't know. Even if we have the underlying, so if I delete I think the underlying marble texture will look a bit weird. Then we will have to ensure that it is actually tileable, and then we will have to apply to our rock, right? By the way, what are you guys playing these days? You playing any specific games, or any one of you tried Starfield or Baldur's Gate 3 or why? I think we are pretty close to have a first kind of version to test and see how it looks. Let me see it a second from the distance. Yeah, I think it's a bit too busy, but no, it's a bit too busy. I think that the lines that we have are good, but I think it's a bit too busy. I think it's a bit too busy. Okay, let me try to save it as, let's save it as a, so we will call it Draken Plane Rock. Okay. Now we need to decide how much we want this layer to blend into the underlying one, right? So you see like this, if I go down, you see that this one is starting to change, right? It's starting to change and it becomes less and less and less and less and less, right? And so it makes it a bit more realistic actually, but less purple, right? So let's say that I can go from here, which I mean like this, I think it makes no sense, right? To, I don't know, here seems to be a decent compromise, down to here, which is basically invisible. So I think a good compromise could be around probably around here, I still think it's a bit too busy. I think I should delete blocks, like, I don't know, for example here, you know, deleting. The problem is that you see the underlying marble will pop up, so I don't know. Okay, let me try to save it like this and see what happens. So if we export this guy as DT raw, whatever it is, let's call it DR Rock 3. Do you play Dota? Yeah, I play Dota regularly, yes. I really like it. I continue to like it. I mean, I played it a lot, but I continue to like Dota. It's such a, you know, diverse game. I mean, anything can happen. What is this? I think here we have a lot of texture that we are actually not using. Yeah, there is the material used here, but then this is really not used that way. So I think if I delete it, nothing happens. Okay, so if I now import that number 3, no, let's do it in Blender because it's easier. Well, yeah, let's do, well, yeah. We can try to do it here, but in Blender we will never see the final effect. Because we don't have the normal map, we don't have, you know... I mean, it's a bit too pink, which was one of the problems I think that I had originally, right? The pink, I mean, it's very good. It's very hard to have a good purple, right? Because it immediately becomes kind of pink. But I think I can probably multiply it by another color and see if I can change it. Theory purple is kind of here. Wow, this electric blue is also insane. I like this electric blue so much. Should we make them blue? I think it just looks nicer. Now we have a problem with the UV on this thing. You see that it immediately looks pink. We have an issue with the UV of this guy, 100%. But you know what? Assuming that that is tileable, right? We could go, for example, here. I think all this sharpen, I think that we should have 0 sharpen thingies here. I don't know why we have this weird sharp. So I think if we go into the cracks, we go into the cracks, right? Because I need a what? What happened? I mean, I need this thing to be split at least in 2, right? If we want to have any chance of this mapping properly. So if we go inside the cracks, I think will be slightly less annoying. I mean, we still be annoying, but I think less. Should we go? Huh. Here in theory we should go left. Not really the best, but at least it's in the crack, so it's not in your face. Yeah. Wow, this one will be really in your face. Can we go this way? Can we go this way? This way? Here is it really in your face, but I don't know what to say. Okay, something like that, right? So we split, so we seam it this way. I don't know if it's enough though, because he has a lot of up and downs, but this will be our seam, right? And then we just unwrap it and see what the hell happens. And then we scale it up a million times. We scale, I think we scale both. Yeah, I think we scale up like 4 or 5. Too much. Wow. I think I kind of like it. I think these dots are kind of disturbing though. I think these dots are kind of annoying. I don't know if I want to apply a blur fill. I mean, from distance I think it looks great, but when you go close it may be shit. Also, you see that we stretch we stretch a lot on these places. And the reason that we stretch is because there are a lot of bumps, so probably we need to do something like this, boys, and isolate this wall block. Yeah, I think we have to. I think we have a geometry issue. Let me check 1 second this geometry, because I think that this wall thing is a bit fucked up now that I look at it. Like, that vertex really has no reason to exist, right? And let me see if there are others. It's probably been sculpted, so that's why it's looking that way. It was sculpted. Like this, I don't know really. I think it makes absolutely no sense. Ba-ba-da-bam. I don't know why the up and down are inverted at the moment in my Blender controls, but they are. It's okay. Ah, I found another weird place. What the? There is a hole. I mean, there is a hole inside the structure. Yeah, also there is a mess. There is another mess that should not exist. Yeah, there are certain anomalies here and there. Like this, for example, is a complete anomaly. I don't know. There are like faces inside. They will never be seen from the outside. Ah no, there is. Well, yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah. It's like this is not. What? Single vertex? You mean? No, wait. That didn't work. Wait, we need to do this. We have to do this. We have to split this. Okay. So now this vertex becomes something else. Okay, nice. And we move it. By the way, I think we are pretty close to release. Just need to decide. But I think we will do it tomorrow. I think we are close to do it. Please, can I select the top vertex, please? Please! Thank you. So here we have a real mess. There is basically a hole in the wall structure that I don't understand, so it has been modeled a bit strange. Okay, I think it's already a bit better. Here we still have a hole, but it's not. We have a hole here that we absolutely need to remove. What is this? Nah, it is a mess. Nah, it is a real mess. I don't know what happened here, but the geometry is really warped. So it's warped to the point that the inside and outside are no more matching. Kind of annoying. And here as well. So since the sun vertices got merged while they should have not. Yeah. We have the same problem as before, that certain vertices are merged and they should not be. Like this one should really not be merged.